Welcome back everybody, Sive here with ForexPeaceArmy.com. Let's see what is going on the euro currency. Now you can see actually last week we do not have any impressive performance. Market mostly stands in a range of this candle. It's the last 4 days. And here we see some contradiction between the nominal background that we have with the performance that market is showing. It's difficult to say what particular reason for that performance. I suggest that multiple factors might be. From the one point of view, this is still the echo of the sell-off that has happened 2 days ago. It was sell-off on the stock market, and actually, if you remember, just a few days ago we discussed about the reasons for this drop here. This was actually not quite logical, especially on the background on the payrolls reaction. So as we found out later, it was a big sell from the AI trading platforms United States, and actually that has triggered demand for the liquidity. This was confirmed later by the Bloomberg. We talked about this now in our Telegram channel. But for now, nominally, we have bearish trend by the MACD and bearish patterns. But the background is not quite bearish. I would say even more so if you take a look at the dollar index. On the dollar index, we have same grabbers, but take a look at the performance. At least for now, maybe something will change next week, but for now we do not see any upward action. If you take a look currently on the 10-year bonds, that was huge demand for the bonds on the United States. Yield has dropped just in a week for 3 decimal points. This is huge action for bonds market. If we would suggest that it's some kind of the floating into United States treasuries and demand for the dollar stands for these treasuries, the dollar also should rise. Or if we suggest some safe haven event, that's some starting of the Iran operation or something like this, it also should be the same, but we do not see it. We see that yields are dropping, but dollar stands flat and even showing some minor weakness on the intraday performance. What does it mean? It means that situation might change by indirect factors on the next week. What I'm speaking about. So if you take a look at lower time frames, you could see that here it's a very soft market performance. Just see what is really going on. If we consider bearish market and we have the ABCD pattern down, so here the extension should start. Extension usually the fast stage of the ABCD pattern. Have you even seen this kind of the starting of the extension when the market just shows the sideways action? It's not typically bearish. It's not quite bearish. It's performance. Yes, let's control the situation. Let's see what will happen on Monday. Maybe grabbers will be formed. Maybe we will get some drop. I'm not excluding the situation where investors just sit on their hands and waiting for our starting or some results on Iran, because United States brought so much troops there, hardly just to scare the Iran. Probably they are planning something, and maybe everybody just wait and see what we have. And that also could explain demand for the treasuries, but why the dollar is not rising in this case, and why gold is not so rising as well. So this is questions. The same we could say about the hourly chart. Take a look what's happening. We just talked about Gartner's T+2. We're keeping this scenario in place, but in the recent 2 sessions, market was so lazy that it was not able to reach even minor extension with this ABCD pattern. So even COP target has not been reached. And take a look at what the actually AB leg we have. Rather fast, very strong acceleration. In such circumstances, uncompletion of the COP targets looks a bit curious. This is not normal behavior. It's not natural behavior for the bearish market. So some minor divergence starts appearing here. Also, you could recognize here minor Gartner's T+2 pi. Yes, it's worked out already, but still some pattern here as well exists as well. So what I would like to say, here we have not very pleasant combination. So by the direct factors, by the direct approach, we do not have clear bullish patterns just yet for taking immediate position. But by indirect factors, the situation looks not attractive for taking any short positions for now. Indirect factors show that market performance is not normally bearish. And from that standpoint of view, we prefer stay side and at least to not hurry up or taking any bearish positions for now, and see what will happen, because situation could change with the starting of the next week. That's our conclusion currently on euro.